Greetings, I trust this finds you in a great mood and welcome to TSM and Project G8. We're going to talk about skill number 14, that is phases in MLM. My name is Usinde John and I'll be your mentor today. So the first phase is the prospecting phase. This is where now you have to learn on how to prospect, how to build the business, how to give the business enough power so that it can start. You have to remember that team building is not about good luck or chance. You have to sweat. Okay, so the prospecting phase is usually the sweating phase. You have to be aggressive to give your business momentum. The more individuals you're able to sponsor, the more individuals you're able to encourage to be part of the business and learn how to grow it, the easier it becomes for you to grow with them. So numbers don't lie. Increase your numbers. Numbers don't lie. Increase your numbers. You have to keep on doing more. Okay, so the more individuals you contact, the more momentum your business will actually be able to have. Make a decision to talk to everyone without prejudging. That means you're giving every person a chance to be able to succeed with the business, and this exposes you to more individuals who can be able to bring different values into your business. Next, embrace the hard work in this phase. You won't remain mediocre. Network marketing has a habit of changing who you become, who you are. It changes you from who you are to someone else, someone much better. I usually tell my team, by the time you've made your first 1 million, you become someone totally different. Okay, so embrace the hard work, put in the effort, keep on doing whatever you're supposed to do to get the results, and you realize that by the end of the day you will be a totally different person. Next, don't sleep until you have a great team to kickstart your business. So you have to ensure that before you rest in network marketing, you need to have put in the work. Network marketing is the kind of business opportunity or career opportunity that you need to put in a lot of work in the beginning, and then as time goes by, the effort will keep on reducing, and then you get that the business will keep on giving you more and more and more. Okay, so don't sleep until you have a great team to kickstart your business. Keep that in mind. Next, you are in a multi-billion business. Treat it like so. In a multi-million business, you don't just do it to joke. You don't just do it with, you're just doing it for the fact of you're just doing it for fun. It doesn't happen like that. You have to put in the efforts. You have to put in the efforts to ensure that the business works. Okay. Next point is now the recruitment or sponsoring or pay-in phase. This is the second phase in network marketing, or rather in multi-level marketing. So in this phase, the recruitment, sponsoring, or pay-in phase, amateurs usually stop here. They quit from here. And then next thing you need to do is avoid the salesman syndrome. The salesman syndrome, this is whereby you're just focusing on recruiting and sponsoring and getting people to join the business. You're not interested in anything else. So the problem with the salesman syndrome is that a majority of people tend to become so much of a salesperson instead of just a good friend. Okay, so it's not a good thing for you to become that kind of a person. You need to balance between talking to people and between building on the business. Of course, you will be a different person in different times when you're doing a network marketing business, until you get to a point you have enough momentum where you don't really need to introduce each and every person into the business. Sometimes it will get to a point you're just there just to communicate with people and bond with them. So learn to avoid the salesman syndrome so that you don't lose it into the business. Okay. Next point is training and equipping phase. Phase number 3 is the training and equipping phase, and you have to understand that any business without an address can never last. Any business without a way of how it's doing its activities, it is expanding and doing all those activities and things and changes in basically adjusting to the changes in the society, how the business grows, the support system. If a business does not have that, it is not going anywhere. Okay, so you have to introduce the tools at this stage. At the training and equipping stage, you have to introduce the tools. You have to give individuals, they need to understand what a name list is. They need to have notebooks. They need to have books for circles. They need to have presentation modules. They need to have a good phone. They need to have the testimonies and all that, okay? Next thing is you have to teach the basic skills. Teaching the basic skills is very important, okay? If you get to the training and equipping phase, you need to learn to teach the basic skills. Basic skills are what makes your business be able to grow, because the individuals who are doing the business, they now get to a point where they are able to understand what is supposed to happen. Okay, so you have to develop what we call a name list. You have to continue prospecting. You have to invite people to the warm market. You have to do one-on-one presentation. You have to do closing. You have to do follow-up. Okay, so those are some of the basic skills that you need to teach, and I believe we have been able to tackle this in our early trainings. Okay, next thing is that Watch your behavior and commitment when it comes to the business. Watch your behavior and commitment when it comes to the business and the people who are joining the business, okay? Next is, this is where duplication begins. You attract who you are, not what you like. You always attract the kind of person you are, okay? In network marketing, that is now one of the secrets. You get that you can never attract someone who is doing better than you. You can only attract someone who is like you, or someone who is doing a little bit lower than you, or rather someone who is not doing as good as you. And then as time goes by, if you're a good leader, these individuals, they'll be able to outdo you. So keep very keen note of that. Launch their business. Help your prospects be able to launch their business. There are a number of things that I usually clarify to all the individuals who have started the business so that they understand what usually happens, okay? So help your prospects launch their business. Introduce them to trainings and sell system. Introduce them to learning materials. Introduce them to modules. Introduce them to how you usually build your business so that they understand, okay? So the program at the training center is also one thing that you need to introduce your business partners to. Let them understand that you usually have a training schedule at the training center to help them be able to learn more and more, okay? So at this point, you have to understand that numbers sometimes lie. You have to build on systems. Numbers sometimes lie. You have to do what? To build on systems. Building on systems bring a certain way of working in your business, or rather in your team, okay? And this is very important, especially when it comes to shaping the direction of your team. For example, in our team, we have our own system through which we operate. We have our own system that helps us be able to run and to be able to perform whatever we are supposed to perform. And that system has enabled us to reach where we are today, okay? So numbers sometimes lie. You have to learn on how to build systems. Next point is now the sending off phase. Okay, so phase number 4 is the sending off phase. Remember, duplication does not stop, and it will never stop. Duplication is something that continues, okay? So amateurs in network marketing usually skip this sending off phase. I mean the duplication phase. They usually skip that phase, okay? So let them do their own activities. Let them do their own activities simply means this is now the point where you have been able to mentor someone has reached a point where they understand exactly what is supposed to happen. So you release them so that now they can now continue doing their own activities, okay? So you also have to check is, another thing is that, is your team able to stand alone? Is the person that you're working with, is that person able to stand alone? Can they be able to build the business without necessarily needing you to be there? Those are the things that you check at, okay? Next thing you have to check is that this should happen in their second month. By the second month after you have been able to introduce to talk to someone, they should be able to stand alone. They should be able to learn on how to do their own activities. This gives you the ability to be able to succeed and go ahead and build the business as someone who now has an independent and growing team, okay? This gives you a chance to move to the next leg. Exactly. That is what usually happens. Don't spend a lot of time trying to train someone. You know, you're spending with him 6 months, 8 months. That is a very long period of time, okay? But you can keep them close. You can keep them close. You keep on watching how are they progressing and things like that, okay? So you have to remember when you're doing the business, you have to be someone who is moving very fast. You need to be someone who is moving very fast, very swift. That is going to give you the chance and ability to be able to become more and more successful in building a very big team, okay? So don't spend a lot of time with one individual. Make sure you give them a chance to be able to learn more. To be able to do more within the shortest time possible so that they can become independent, okay? Stage number 5, or rather phase number 5, is the relationship / partnership phase, okay? So here, you are maintaining a good relationship with your downlines. You are maintaining a decent relationship with them, okay? Especially the strong leg, even the weak leg. Keep good terms with them, because these are the people who now are going to help you be able to succeed and be able to build a business in long term, okay? Have activities together as a team regularly. Make sure that you're doing this activity on a regular basis, regular as much as possible as you can, okay? These activities can be anything: prospecting, inviting individuals to come and learn about the business. There are so many things that you can do with having your activities, or rather with running your activities on a regular basis, okay? Have a common vision. Having a common vision is something that is very important, because this enables you to be able to succeed. This enables you to be able to grow the business. This enables you to be able to work on other things that are actually very important. So make sure that you have a common vision, because the moment you build the business as an individual who are working on one similar thing, when it comes to building on your vision, that is the moment your business is going to peak, because you're working as a team, you're going all at once, and that enables you to tackle different things at different levels. Okay, so working as a team and working towards a vision are very important things when it comes to growing in this business and nurturing top leaders. Okay, so make sure you put that into practice. Be the leader people want to work with. Be this kind of person that whenever individuals look at, they say, I like the way that guy is running his team, I like the way that guy is sharing the business opportunity to his people. I want to become part of his business, or rather I want to become part of his team. Okay, so be the leader that people always want to work with, and this one is going to expose you into handling more people, into dealing with more people, and that one is going to become more powerful. Okay, so now that marks the end of our business presentation, and I believe up to this point you understand the phases in network marketing. Of course, these phases, they are very important. Okay, so you need to keep them in mind so that when you're building on the business, you remember you don't spend so much time working on one individual and then you forget to work on your business. Next one, you don't send off someone early enough before they learn on what they're supposed to do. Okay, by the time you're sending off someone, they need to know how to do their own presentation. They need to know where they're going to get more information. They need to learn on how to share, to present. They need to learn on how to do follow-up, or they need to learn on how to do basically the basic activities, the activities that contribute to income generation into the business. Okay, so up to this level, I believe you have been able to learn 1 or 2 or 3 things. Let's keep on building the business and let's meet at the top. Ciao.